So, the Fly Formula helmet, probably like the most media blown up helmet I've ever seen is in recent times at least. With they've sponsored Supercross, so they're on every Supercross race. Right here, super cool helmet. It, like I said, it's been going crazy on the internets and on mainstream media, not just social media, because Fly is spending a lot of money to advertise it, honestly. But this is the first helmet I've been really excited about since I moved to Rheon helmets back in, I don't know, a long time ago. It's like 6 helmets ago. This thing is amazing. So my rep came in, showed it to me, said, you gotta check this thing out. And I kind of said, like most reps bring me a helmet, I'm like, whatever. If it's not an Rheon, I don't want it. I just want the safest thing. I don't really care about graphics. I don't care about shapes, pointy thing, whatever. Anyway, he's like, no. So he threw it to me actually. And the first thing I noticed was how crazy light this is. It's so light that you almost like have to like hold it down, keep it from floating away. So this helmet weighs, give or take, 2.8 pounds. And I say give or take because different sizes mean, different weight. They have 5 shells. Like, that's huge. So one of the big things about helmets and helmet companies is a lot of them, they only make 1 or 2 shells sizes, and then they fill it with foam to make up for head sizes. And that does not equal a super duper safe helmet. Fly has 5 different shell sizes for this thing. So it's gonna fit really well. So 2.8 pounds, the shell, all carbon fiber. You can kind of see the cool weave there. The carbon that they're using and the weave that they're using is a lot more durable than normal, I guess, carbon fiber. Carbon, I do know, is relatively brittle, and if hit the wrong way can break, and that's kind of one reason I've stayed away from carbon when it comes to helmets for a long time. That's why Rheon stays away from it. This weave, this resin, is definitely more flexible, more durable than normal carbon, not as brittle. I tested it. Unfortunately, yeah, I went over the bars. Trying to do this gnarly rocky thing downhill, and it didn't work out. So I scratched my brand new shiny helmet. So yeah, carbon shell, the EPS foam, which every helmet has EPS foam in it. Some have just that, some have it separated by little elastomers, some have different things like that. The EPS foam inside this thing is what they're using this cone head technology. I don't have pictures or anything like that because you guys can all Google this stuff. I'm just giving you my opinions on it from a guy who had to pay for the helmet. I did not pay full retail, of course. What's up, William? But I did have to pay for this. They didn't give me this. This isn't sponsored. It cost lots of money. So full retail, $649.99. Right now, if you order one from me, and it's like a lot of them are back ordered because they're so popular already. If you order one from me, super duper special deal. I promise it will be worth it. But I can't advertise that. They tell me that I can't tell you what kind of deal I'm gonna give you. So if you want to order one from me, send me a message, call the shop, whatever. Get a hold of me. We've already sold a few like that. But yeah, the coolest stuff in it though is this. I'm gonna tear my helmet apart. There we go. This Rheon stuff. I don't know if you can see that. See those little blue things in there? Okay. So those little blue things are a substance called Rheon. It's kind of like a non-Newtonian fluid. It moves when you push on it kind of slowly. It moves pretty easily, but then you try to mash it and it slows down like suspension. It is their answer to the MIPS and the Liat and the 60 and all those other things that use those elastomers and different stuff. Anyway, the Rheon stuff, that's the stuff that keeps your brain from getting hurt when you crash. Like I said, it's like shock absorption for your brain. It slows down. Honestly, I like all of this stuff. All of this stuff that's trying to keep our brains healthier is awesome. And it's all better than it was 30 years ago, 25 years ago. So I'm choosing this version of it because I think this is the best. I'm not a doctor nor a scientist of any kind, but what I've seen, what I've looked at, this does seem like the safest setup out there to me. Visor, super cool. It's super flexy. It's vinyl, so when you hit the ground, yeah, you heard me right. I said when you hit the ground, it will flex instead of twist your head off, and it will do that and pop off. But unlike the magnetic style, this is actually adjustable up and down. But see, that comes out, and all you got to do to put it back in is put that guy like that back in, because it's cupped or like cone shaped. If you look at that, you can see that's cone shaped, and the visor's got the matching profile, and so yeah, it can pop off. You put this back on, you're good to go. Helmet comes with 2 paint match visors, which is awesome. So if you do ruin one, you get another one. Like I said, one of my favorite things is the fact that you can actually adjust this, unlike the magnetic ones. I like the magnetic idea a lot, about it just coming off so it doesn't twist your head or break your neck or something like that. But I like this better because it allows me to move it up and down depending on the sun or roost or whatever. Also, unlike the arrow things and all that, it's got a flat spot for your camera mount, and flat spot up on top if that's where you run it, right there in the middle. Fly didn't have that for a while. I know that has nothing to do with safety, but if you're like me, you like shooting videos, it's kind of important. Yeah, $649.99 Highland Cycle special deal. If you call me or shoot me a message, I will make you a great deal on a helmet. I want you to wear this. I want you to be safe. I want you to keep riding your dirt bikes. So get a good helmet. If you don't have $650 for a helmet, I completely understand that. I get it. That's a ton of money for a helmet. You know, you could go on and on about, well, what's your head worth, blah, blah, all that stuff, right? I get it. $650 is a lot of money for a helmet. So if you can't afford that, then just get a good helmet. Get the best helmet you can afford, all right? So if it's going to break the bank, you're not going to be able to pay your mortgage because you spent $650 on a helmet, then don't do it. Like, you got to have a house for this helmet. If $650 doesn't scare you away, I 100% back this helmet. Again, that is not a paid sponsorship. I bought this helmet. I took a risk on spending a lot of my own money on this lid, not knowing how it was going to be, not how it was going to breathe, all that stuff. I absolutely love it. I really, really hope I don't ever have to test the high impact part of it. But knowing me and my ability to ride a dirt bike, which is not very good, it's probably going to happen. But it does breathe really well. Speaking of that, it's lots of vents, lots of vents, crazy light, super duper safe, lots of technology in this thing. I love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Carbon shell, super light, really good EPS foam, cone head technology, which is a funny thing that they chose that name. But anyway, Rheon little patches for your brain. Cool vinyl visor that pops off real easily, but also is adjustable and goes back on really easily. Breathes really well, and it's real good looking. Real good looking.